I'm Lauren Kelly.
And I'm Chelsea Beers, and you are listening to...
It's ApPARENT. Because for some people, it's just not obvious.
A weekly podcast where we discuss and laugh about parenting, all the joys and sorrows, and all the special parts of us that died as individuals. While drinking booze.
Cheers! Well, I feel like if I'm asking you to pour more,
no,
why wouldn't you pour more for me?
No, you gave me the bottle and you said, "Here, this is so you can fill up your cup."
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
you
said,
fully
fill
said
the
that.
glasses.
It's interesting that you start the recording after that.
You know what?
That's phenomenal.
You know what?
What?
It just goes to show that the same exact circumstance, two people interpret it completely different.
Right.
What
Yanni and Laurel.
What
See?
I meant.
I'm just saying.
So sorry that you took it that way. What I was trying to tell you to do was to fill the glasses so that I could prep for the show.
Why are you telling me to do anything? You should ask me. We're at that level of respect. And you're holding the bottle.
Yeah, because you drive me to drink. I can't.
So
I'm filling up myself.
Good morning, everybody. Hi. Happy Monday.
Chelsea and I don't argue often, but when we do, it's about filling our glasses with alcohol.
Right. And we make sure to record it.
Just so we can prove who's right later. That's why. Okay, so new cocktail option. What are we calling this? Stramosa?
That's terrible.
Mosa berry?
Mosa berry sounds better.
Anyway, it's muddled strawberries and champagne. And I, of course, put more of the juice in Chelsea's.
In mine, yes, that's very true. Mine is definitely a darker shade of pink.
Berry pan? Straw pane.
What's pan?
Pane.
Oh,
Champagne.
Oh.
Champberry. Champberry?
No.
Straw amps.
Whoops. Wow. That one hurt. Yeah, let's stop trying to name it. But yeah, it's champagne and muddled strawberries. It's not bad.
No, it's good.
No.
It pretty much just tastes like champagne.
Right, exactly.
That's why I like it.
Right.
Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles.
But I do like I can't do a lot of champagne plain. I can't do a lot of that. It needs to have like a mixer for sure.
So fresh strawberries don't count.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's good. But it is, yeah.
So maybe by the end of the show, we'll figure out a name for it.
Okay. Yes, that's the good goal. We have 30 minutes.
So I want to go.
Oh, What does that mean?
I think we were going to talk about the same thing because we already got our argument out of the way.
Oh, okay. Yes. Friends again.
Cheers. Cheers.
Okay. Yeah. So, I went online yesterday and there was a topic trending. I guess it's a hashtag that's trending right now. And the hashtag is Ban Father's Day.
Uh-huh.
And the question that came up on, I think this is on Twitter, it said, should Father's Day be banned because it's disrespectful to single mothers and same-sex couples? And it opened it up to, like, thoughts.
It was a general question.
And then someone responded and said, Father's Day is so offensive to same-sex parents and single mothers. Stop the patriarchy and ban Father's Day. Hashtag yes all women. Hashtag feminism.
What? So if they want to ban Father's Day, then they should ban Mother's Day.
I mean...
Because it's the same thing. What about people who don't have mothers? What about people who are abused by their mothers?
Or there are single fathers out there.
Correct.
I mean, we can't, negate the fact that there are single dads out there,
I just don't understand why everybody's always so damn sensitive now. Is this just what we're creating as a population that everybody decides that they get to never be uncomfortable in the world?
There's something to the fact that, everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's different and everyone... Okay, here's an example. Do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
I don't, but I do like RuPaul.
So my sister and I, we started watching from season 1.
No kidding.
When it was airing. So we started watching, and it was by mistake. We just happened upon it, and we saw it, and we were like, this is our new favorite show. And then we followed it for years and years and years, right? So RuPaul has this thing when the queens come in, and they get introduced to everybody, and then something comes up on the screen, right? And it's RuPaul basically introducing what the new challenge is going to be, right?
Okay.
And there used to be a siren that went off, and a siren would go off, and then RuPaul would come on stage and go, "You got she-mail." And it was like email.
Right,
but
makes sense.
Right. But then, like, the trans community flipped the hell out, and she had to take she-male off of her show, and she had to switch it up to another intro because they said she-male is completely disrespectful to our group of people. You know, and it's just like, oh my God, like, you can't say anything, do anything now. Someone will get offended. Do anything. I could go to the grocery store right now and someone would want to, you know, someone would be butthurt because of it.
No, and I think about that, you know, the other day, like, you brought up the supermarket. I'm at the supermarket and I'm just buying a bottle of vodka. Like, that was all I needed.
Right.
Which is, well, wanted. But still, I'm thinking, gosh, you know, it's like buying lube and not buying something else. Like, you feel guilty because someone somewhere is thinking, that's offensive. My father was an alcoholic, so now I'm offended that you just bought just a bottle of liquor.
Right.
You can't keep up.
Yeah, and then that puts more pressure on you because now you have to think of what other items you can, you know, mask, camouflage the one thing that you need, and so you have, you know, so you go to other aisles and buy shit that you don't need just so that you don't look like a raging alcoholic and railies.
I really genuinely think that our makeup now and society in general is just too damn sensitive. And you know what? It starts with raising the kids. You can't raise your kid to always get what they want, you know? And I think it's okay to be a little bit uncomfortable. It's okay for someone to say something that's incredibly upsetting and just walk away from it. Doesn't mean you have to like it. Doesn't mean you have to celebrate it. Heck, Father's Day offends you some reason, then just don't celebrate it.
Right. It's true.
But why would you take it away from all the other people that do?
Celebrates, you know, Kwanzaa. Not everyone celebrates Hanukkah.
Right.
You know, but we're not taking those away.
Well, hell, Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate shit.
Right.
You know? So why do you get to decide you're offended? I don't know. You know, there's definitely things that offend me, like litter.
Right.
But I'm not saying, hey, can everything come without a wrapper so that nobody's allowed to litter? Because it's super offensive to me.
Well, see, and that takes me back to a few shows ago when I was talking about, you know, people who preach about, you know, eating vegan or not eating meat or being vegetarian and blah, 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 blah. And you can choose to eat whatever way that you want. Just don't make somebody else feel guilty because they want to eat a burger.
Right.
You know, and so I don't know. I don't agree with this ban Father's Day thing. I don't agree with it at all. You know, because there's too many factors. You know, someone could have lost their dad. Someone could have, you know, they could have ended on bad terms. Someone's dad may have never been in the picture at all. You know, so there's just too many terms. But then there's also kids that totally know their father and, you know, get along with their dad. And it's like, why are you trying to ban Father's Day for these people and then ruin it for this group of people? It's just, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, and I went through personally a lot of years where I hated Father's Day because my father wasn't the best version of what I believed a father should be, my biological father. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sitting there going, oh, I'm never going to celebrate it again, because since then I have a stepfather that's been amazing, and I have brother-in-laws that are amazing fathers. I have Danilo. You know, I have other fathers in my life. My uncle, my grandfathers. I mean, people that I do choose to celebrate that day. And that's irritating.
And that's the other thing is that as you grow older, you start realizing that this day is, you know, like for Mother's Day, it's not just about me, you know, celebrating my mom anymore. You know, now, you know, I'm being celebrated as well because I'm a mom. You know, I sent you a text on Mother's Day because you're a mom. You know, like I reach out to the moms that mean a lot to me. You know, I sent something to my aunt. I sent something to my grandma. You know what I mean? It's like, this is, you know, it just means there's more than just one person being affected by this. And I just don't understand it. I don't see the point in it.
You know, something else that bothers me about that tweet is that they hashtag feminism. And, you know, feminism has become kind of a fad, and everybody's meaning of it clearly is different. Right. But my version of that is definitely not bash the opposite sex. Right. So that you can celebrate women. I mean, it's just like, you know, you want to hold a rally, make it a peace rally and I'll show up. But if you're holding a rally to ruin people's cars and sit there and stop traffic in the middle of the freeway, I'm not gonna show up for that. Right. Because I don't need to, you know, dim someone else's light to make mine shine. Right. You know, I don't know about that person, but that person's offensive to me.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I saw it and I stopped on it because it really made me think, like, wow, You know, like, you're right, because feminism is, we don't need to go as far as women, you know, everything, you know, fuck men. Like, it's just not okay.
Right,
I don't
because
get
regardless, and especially, you know, you want to empower women and you want to believe that women are the source of the universe. But the truth is, women couldn't do what they were doing with the universe if it weren't for men as well. So
Right.
let's just be realistic about that. And all these women who are offended because they're, you know, a lesbian couple, well, how did you get your child in the first place?
Right.
It wasn't because of the two of you. So you had to have had a man involved at some point.
Right.
You know?
I'm going to see
and celebrate that.
What some of these other tweets are. I'm looking up hashtag ban Father's Day.
It's also a good opportunity just to celebrate not only fathers, but celebrate parenting. You know, I mean, we don't make a big deal about Mother's Day here at my house because I don't make the boys call me mom.
Right.
But we still celebrate the day. We still find something that day to celebrate, but we don't make it a huge Mom's Day deal. You know?
Right. Okay. So the hashtag is either ban Father's Day or end Father's Day. And it says the hashtags end Father's Day, ban Father's Day trended worldwide on Friday. Apparently the work of angry feminists on Twitter. So, keep talking. I'm going to look.
Well, and it seems so weird, too, because you think about that, and why are they angry?
Right.
What is it that's made them so angry? Father's Day hasn't even happened yet, and they're anger balls.
Right. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's just, okay, fathers all over the country are refusing to pay alimony or child support, which should not be celebrated or rewarded, but should be shamed. Father's Day should not be about celebrating the role of a father in the family, but about correcting it. It shouldn't be celebrated in its present form.
I still
encourage... This is absolutely ridiculous, because they are taking one situation and just putting it out there, blanketing, like putting all fathers under an umbrella.
Right. So
not all fathers are not paying alimony.
Right.
Not all fathers are deadbeats. Not all fathers are not present.
Right.
It's bullshit that this hashtag is even a thing, because you cannot put all fathers in one category.
Well, that would be like me not encouraging the boys to contact their mother on Mother's Day. She doesn't pay anything. She doesn't pay alimony. She doesn't reach out to them. And I don't do that. We still treat it the same way. That's your mom. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on this. You know, sometimes I like to disagree just to create a little bit of a juxtaposition on the show. But the truth of it is, Chelsea, you and I both see eye to eye on this. I think this is ridiculous. And I will not be engaging in this.
No, this is
on Twitter or elsewhere.
I can't even believe this is such a thing. Someone tweeted hashtag single Mother's Day or hashtag end Father's Day, because who really needs a father? Boys don't need a rape instructor. Someone tweeted that.
Yeah, well, narrow minds.
It's just, and then someone responded, this is why no one can take modern feminists seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So I found that interesting, and I wanted to bring it up on the show because I think that it's something that people need to know is trending right now, and I think that it's absolute horseshit.
No, I 1000% agree with you, and I'm really glad that you brought it up, because I think it's a topic that I personally, not Father's Day in general, but just hate in general. You know, you can't consider yourself a decent human being if your goal is to just take away anything that doesn't agree with your idea of what right is, or makes you feel the least bit uncomfortable.
Right.
What happened with just feeling uncomfortable with something and then going, wow, that didn't feel very good, and then moving the fuck on?
Yeah, you just move on.
Why do you get the opportunity to wake up?
Speaking of feeling uncomfortable, do you remember that thing that went viral about that white woman at Lake Merritt in Oakland? And she was
yeah, she made herself black or something. Was that it?
No, that's a different white woman. No, this woman was on the phone because she was reporting a group of people that were barbecuing at Lake Merritt in Oakland, and she was on the phone reporting them to the police.
Right?
Oh, everyone
barbecuing there is
100% okay. But she was saying that because they were using charcoal, that they were, but it was clearly because they were black, and she had a problem with it.
So because they were using charcoal, what?
Because they were using charcoal, she said that they were going against the rules of what the protocol was of, what the rules are for Lake Merritt in Oakland. And so she was standing there on the phone, and they recorded her for 25 minutes. There's a 25-minute YouTube where they're just recording her, holding the phone in front of her face. I watched the entire thing.
Ugh.
And she's calling the police. She's saying that they're harassing me. They won't leave me alone, but she's not leaving
Doing it. She's
their
harassing them.
picnic area. And then, and now she's going, people have taken her picture of, like, her on the phone and put it, like, at Martin Luther King's speech, or, like, taking it and, like, putting it in Obama's house, you know, like, putting them anywhere where she doesn't feel comfortable because black people are there.
God.
But Oakland retaliated, and this last weekend, they had an entire Lake Merritt humongous barbecue.
Cool.
All the black people in Oakland were out there fucking barbecuing.
You couldn't even see the grass. It was that so many people.
And it was called, like, something like #barbecuing while
I
black,
hope there was
something like
all races there, though.
There were, but this was just in response to her being a complete bigot and being uncomfortable not because of charcoal. It had nothing to do with charcoal. It was a complete race thing. But this was another response to that, because she was taking it upon herself to, put her ideas in everybody's face, and you need to comply by what makes me feel comfortable. No, we don't.
Right.
That's what makes America America.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
No, I agree. 110%. It's so sad that it's 2018 and we're still dealing with bullshit like that, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh my God, I could go on for days.
I know.
It's crazy. There's another video that went viral, and it was in Spain, and a mother was taking her son to the park, and he wanted to go down the slide, and these white kids pushed him off the slide. They were pushing him in front of the mom. None of the white parents did anything.
Of course not.
And they said, "He's not white. He's not white." They started chanting. The mother had to take her son out of the park.
The kids were chanting?
The kids. Where do you think they learned that?
Right. Their parents.
It's disgusting to me.
No,
it's
if you're not,
insane.
If you're not, there's two major reasons why parents aren't teaching their kids the right shit nowadays. One, they're consumed with their own electronics and they're plugged in.
Right.
Or two, they really genuinely are pieces of crap themselves and just teaching their children that. I like to believe it's the first option, because the truth of it is, cell phones and social media and the internet is all new, really, for all of us.
Yeah.
So, and it is proven that it's easy to get addicted to. But you guys, if you have children, you're still responsible for raising them. And you need to teach your child not only to have thick skin, but you need to teach them to be respectful.
Right.
Because don't you sit there and tell me, if your kid's an asshole, your kid's an asshole because you taught them to be an asshole. Mm-hmm. They're not an asshole because they played video games. They're not an asshole because of the school they went to. They're not an asshole because of their teachers or their friends. They're an asshole because you didn't whoop their ass or give them time out enough so that they're not an asshole.
Right.
Or they watched you be an asshole.
Yeah. Oh, that's very true. There's a lot of parent assholes out there. Oh my God.
That should be a hashtag.
Parent assholes?
Don't asshole parent.
Oh.
Don't asshole parent.
Don't asshole.
There was a weird inflection on that.
Yeah, that's
Don't asshole parent.
That was weird.
Yeah, well, I'm halfway through my muddle champs. Muddle champberry. I like that.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to bring up that hashtag and see what your thoughts were on that.
Well, clearly I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
You know what else pisses me off?
Tell me. Oh, it's a big one.
Okay. I brought this up many times on the show. Being a step-parent sucks sometimes.
Yes.
Okay? It really does. And I'm not one to normally vent or, complain about my position in my family, because I was the one who made a choice to be there.
Until now. Here it comes.
I'm allowed to complain on occasion. My complaint is as follows. When my kids decide to do something wrong, like lie bluntly to my face,
right?
Normally, it's about something really stupid,
right?
Okay? Like deciding to tell me that there's no football practice, even though there is football practice. And he was the one who wants to play football. So I don't really understand why lie unless you genuinely just don't want to go. And if you don't want to go, just say you don't want to go so that I don't have to spend the money to put you into football, because guess who does? It's me and Danilo. Their mom doesn't help. Okay. When you lie to me, I know.
Right.
I know for multiple reasons. One, I know because I'm a woman. One, I know because I'm Lauren. And the other, I know because I literally have a spidey sense that tells me when someone's not being honest with me. Okay? Yes. Of which my kids have lied on occasion. They're teens now. I get it. There's a little bit of freeway with that because I've not always been the most honest person, especially as a teen, right?
Right.
So, okay, I get it. But when I catch you in a lie like that,
Uh-huh.
and I've spent the last 3 weeks helping you nurse your hurt leg and encouraging you to eat healthy and making really big balanced meals so that you can take care of your instrument so
Right.
that you don't get hurt during football, and I've paid them the initiation fee and I bought you all the gear, and you bluntly come up to me and tell me there's no practice, I find out there is. I call my husband.
Yes.
Who needs to be the disciplinarian because I am the step parent.
Right.
It is not my job to discipline the kids.
Yeah, and that puts you in a very interesting position.
Well, right, because at the end of the day, there needs to be a disciplinary action, not for not going to practice, but for lying about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like without the backup, without that support from my husband,
that's the word.
I am losing any form of stability and credibility in my family. And it's so frustrating because I'm already the odd man out.
Right.
I am not their mom.
Right.
And I've handled that really well by not making them call me that or treat me like that. And I never have.
Right.
So I'm already, 4 tiers down. Please, at least if anything, make sure that your children respect their step parent, male or female, because they deserve that. They are making a choice to be there. And I just don't think it's easy for my husband to do it. He's already done it so many times that he just kind of let it go. Or, he talked to him. Well, what did you talk about?
And that's the biggest problem is one parent thinking that the punishment should be more, one parent thinking that just talking to them is sufficient, and then both of them kind of not following through as far as the other parent thinks they should. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm, correct.
And so, but in the same vein as that, then the child will then see, okay, I can pull this over on this parent. Can't really pull it over on this parent, so I'm just going to work this one so that I can get what I want and do what I want. But unless you follow through with what you're going to say, because then that is what's going to teach them what the actual boundaries are.
Right, but that's also my point. You can't necessarily stop a teen from lying about certain things. You just can't, because they're learning their boundaries and they're going to try.
Right.
But you should be able to, I guess my issue is what was the thing that my husband stuck up for? Did he get mad because he lied in general? Or did he get mad because he lied to me?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or did he get mad that he lied about football? Because getting mad that he lied about football to me is not the big deal. That's not that weird. Of course he lied about football. He doesn't really want to play. I know that because he's not a super motivated person.
Right.
And I know that about him. That's just his personality. So that doesn't surprise me. What does piss me off is that he lied bluntly to me.
Right.
And it pisses me off when he lies bluntly to his father.
But he knows that he can do that.
Right. Because my husband's allowed it.
Aren't the one that's going to discipline him. And he knows that Janella won't follow through with the discipline.
Right.
Maybe, you know what?
Right.
Ban Father's Day. I'm for it now.
You know what? Yeah. It's so funny how quickly that turned. There on the tinted windows for the truck, baby. Out the door.
There we go.
Yeah. I don't know. It was fresh and it's new and it's just, for me also to be very candid with you and everyone listening, the most frustrating part is that it's not only the boys. The boys are really hard because I love them so much.
Right.
And to be a step parent and kind of in the place where you have all of this responsibility. You have a responsibility to nurture them, to care for them, to root for them, to support them emotionally, physically, and financially without getting any of that from them because they're not your children, but also then not getting that from your partner just sucks.
Right.
And so it's so frustrating because he's not super supportive either with his family or with strangers. I mean, if a stranger says something to me that makes me upset, he doesn't see it. Like, he just doesn't recognize it.
Right.
Remember, we talked about that on the show, that douchebag.
When we had a double date with the Bumble guy, and he would just flat out call Lauren a bitch, and then look directly at Danilo in the face,
right?
Like, what are you gonna do that I'm calling your
wife?
And
he did nothing.
A bitch, and and that is toying this line, because then we talked about it afterwards, and did you hear his response was, man, I really want to kick that guy's ass right now. And he said that, and I was like, but you're mad about it now, and it's been 3 weeks. It's like...
Yeah, you're never going to see that guy again.
Right.
But that's what it brings up for me. And so that's why it hits even harder.
Right.
Because what sounds probably to you guys like a really petty, silly thing, oh, your teen lied about having practice and decided not to go. It's not that for me anymore. It's that my first initial instinct when I find out something's not being truthfully said or done is to reach out to Danilo. One, to vent about it, but also for him to take action.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what a partnership is. That's what a marriage is, you have each other's backs, and you see each other through, all these things. And it's like, you're not going to see eye to eye on everything because you're both individual humans, but if someone's disrespecting the other one needs to stand up and say something, and so if you come to Danilo as a wife and say, hey, I feel like I've been disrespected in this way, it is his husband duty or job or whatever to then figure out a way of rectifying that so that you feel like you're being supported, not only from him as a person, but as your partner. It's like, as your friend, I feel like I would do something like that.
Yeah, but then it comes down to that. Is it just a woman and men thing? I don't know, because I get very defensive when the boys or family members or anybody disrespects Danilo. I get very, I don't know, but territorial, loyal, supportive. I don't know what the word protective.
Because it's, it's a good word. Because that's your partner. This is the person that you vowed to be with for the rest of your life. This is the person that you're building a life with. So if someone's disrespecting him, it is in turn disrespecting you because you two are a unit. So it's like, I totally get it, but it's just there needs to be that level of respect or that level of protection that each one of you has for the other one.
You just hit it. You just hit it on the head. The word you just used, protection. Because that's what it feels like.
Right.
It feels like I'm not being protected. I've been throwing around that word support. Protection is the thing.
Right.
I want to feel protected. I'm a strong person. I am incredibly strong. And when I look back at the last 7 years and the things that I've dealt with since being a part of Danilo's life and his kids' lives, I'm very strong.
Yeah, but you tear champagne bottles in half.
Right.
It's incredible. You're very strong. In every sense of the word. Stay dry.
Stay dry, America. Maybe that should be our new one. I just think that it's really tough sometimes. And, if anyone out there is listening and you struggle with it too, feel free, write in or anything, touch base with us. Because you're not alone, and it just... There's a lot of step parents out there. There's a lot of them, you guys, and
you guys can reach out to us anytime.
Yeah.
If you want to review us.
Oh yeah, you can review us.
If you want to review us. If you want to review us, you can. Yeah. So we actually would love that. Any sort of feedback that you guys have of any of these episodes that you're listening to, if you are still listening to these. We would love any sort of feedback, any questions, any concerns, any comments that you have to say. What do you guys think about, protecting the other spouse? What do you think about banning Father's Day? Let us know. What
do you think about champagne in general? What do you think about mixing it with anything or nothing?
Right. So, anything. And let us know what you guys think about our new kick-ass cover art.
Cover art!
Yes.
That took a while, but
we have a brand new profile pic. So, leave some comments on that, please, and let us know what you guys think. So,
stay tuned, people.
Stay tuned. Thank you so much for starting your week with us, guys. I hope you have a tremendous week.
And if you're listening on Sunday, I hope your week was great.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Hey, you can check us out individually on our websites, chelseabierce.com and lauren-kelly.com, to see all the super exciting things we're up to.
And make sure that you like, follow, and share. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter at It's Apparent Pod.
And if you wouldn't mind, please review us. We'd love that.
Yeah, make it count. We out.
Boom. Bye.